be in conversation with a chieftain of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, yes, in the person of Dr. Obinna Simon. He is much more popularly known as MC Tagwaye. He needs very little introduction, but to whom honor is due, you have to give it to him. MC Tagwaye is, I don't call him a comedian, I see him more as a humorist. And you could say that's his claim to fame, but since then he has diversified his portfolio. He's gone on, he has a PhD. He is also into politics now. He contested the chairmanship of the Abuja Municipal Area Council, AMAC, in the last elections. That was back in February of this year. And recently he moved to the Nigeria Democratic Congress, and he's not just a chieftain of the party, he's one of the leaders and stakeholders of the party in the FCT. Welcome, Dr. Obinna Simon, but I think I prefer, I love calling you MC Tagwaye. MC Tagwaye, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you. Talk to me first. Like I said, you're a humorist. You actually somehow find a way of making light serious situations. It's not just about telling jokes, but you take serious things and make them funny, like political satire. You were I think you were the official imposter. No, I don't think imposter is right. Impersonator. Yes, that's the right word. Of late former President Muhammadu Buhari. First and foremost, what drove you into impersonating President Muhammadu Buhari? Is it because you're almost a spitting image of the gentleman?
I think you are dragging me down memory lane. That was quite a long time. That was when I was in primary school.
Oh wow!
We were big fans of the late president, and sometimes he travels from Kaduna to Daura for weekends.
Okay.
And then at that time, there's a local government called Ingawa. So most times, sometimes he follows Ingawa route to Daura. So all we needed that time for him to do is just to wind down and wave.
You were living in that area?
I was born and raised in Ingawa local government, Kaduna State.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So why did we develop that level of likeness? Is because of the stories we heard about him during his military days as the head of state, So a lot of our colleagues joined the military because of
Buhari,
because of the likeness they have and all of that. But for some of us, couldn't join military, even though when I was job hunting, I did apply for enrollment and enlistment into the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Air Force, but all of them were not successful. So, and also I have a talent of mimicking people. All I need to do is to study how you talk, your gestures and all of that, and then there it is. And then being a big fan of his, after the 2015 elections,
which he won,
I felt like, okay, maybe we'll give it a try. Prior to that time, I've been into the industry, but mostly radio programs at Vision FM.
Yeah, Vision FM.
In Katsina State. Then we had this, comic radio program that we used to do then. And then from that aspect, we now switched to him, and I think that was it.
You gained a lot of traction.
History, yeah.
You look very much like Buhari. Even as I'm listening to you, it's almost like you sound like him. Some of us could have sworn you were a Fulani man from exactly Katsina State. You've just mentioned Ingawa, but it turns out you're from Anambra State. How come? What happened?
Well, I've not met, as at that time, my parents were just traders from Anambra. Of course, that's the calling of an Igbo man to trade. So we were in Gawa. That was, I think, my father was in Ngawa in the late 70s.
Okay.
And then he also happened to be the first person that opened, or better still, established a business. At that time, what they call it is chemist.
A patent medicine shop.
Yeah, but now we call it
a pharmacy.
Pharmaceutical, and all of that, pharmacy and the rest. So he was the first to do that, to establish such business in Ngawa, as at that time. And we all were born there, primary school, secondary school, and all of that. So I personally didn't know there was any resemblance. But during that time, all I did was, get my costumes that he usually, the ones that looks like the one
he wore,
and people began to say, you look like him, but there was no a single makeup or anything that
to tell yourself to look like him.
Yes. But the only difference as at that time was I don't have his height.
Yeah. He's a man mountain.
He's not tall.
And you barely escaped being short. Sorry if you put it that way.
But yeah, I understand. But I'm a bit taller than you.
Fair point.
Yes. So the president is not tall. The late president is not tall. I say he is long. So I was nowhere close
to his height.
So that also was a bit, but regardless,
nobody bothered.
Yeah, it went through.
Okay, so I know that you performed your routines of impersonating him, and I remember at an occasion, I think once or maybe more than that, he was in the audience actually, and you behaved like him. Did you ever get to meet him, like now grown up and an adult and being MC Tagwaye? And did he ever tell you that this boy, why are you doing all this? Or probably he took to what you were doing?
No, he has never done that.
But you met him, interacted with him?
I met him, the first time I met him, had a handshake with him one-on-one, first time in life, apart from when we were kids, we used to wait, was in 2016 at a program called Katsina Economic Summit 2016. So that was the first time I had a handshake with him. In fact, everybody was shocked. I finished my performance.
Okay.
And all
right in his presence.
Right in his presence. All the questions that were asked, I answered them
the way he
exactly the way he would have answered. Okay? So immediately after my performance, I stood up. I walked straight to where he was sitting to have a handshake and photograph. DSS, he told them, no, leave him. I came there, I had a handshake with him. The then governor of Katsina State, Honorable Aminu Bello Masari, now informed him that they are twins. He now asked him, where is the twin brother? He now pointed where my twin brother was.
Okay.
He now asked him also come and take.
So there were 3 Buharis in the building at the same time.
My brother doesn't look.
Okay, very much like you. I see.
Chobia than I am. I used to tell him that he's corrupt. So he also came and had his own
handshake.
Handshake. If it were to be, this thing would have made a very big billboard of that, take it to our village, because I doubt if there's anybody from my ancestral village that has ever had a handshake
with the president.
Yes.
Okay, so you were born in Katsina, and you pretty much look like people from Katsina. Do you ever feel inside you that maybe by the virtue of where you were born, the environment at least your formative years, that maybe you may be ethnically Igbo, but deep inside you're a Katsina person.
Yes.
Do you see yourself more as a Katsina person or an Anambra person?
I see myself as a Nigerian. That's how I see myself. But to be frank with you, the two are inseparable. Okay? You can't separate the two. Most times I have the Igbo side of me. When I go into anything that has to do with the Igbos,
you blend.
I don't give. I give 100.
Okay.
In the north also, the same thing. So this was where I was born and raised. This is my ancestral, or better still, by origin where I came from.
Yeah.
And I can assure you that, so many people were shocked how I speak Igbo.
Fluently.
I was born and raised in the north. They're also shocked when I start speaking Igbo. You can swear that I don't know what is Zo in Hausa.
Okay.
And then when I also start speaking Hausa, you can as well say, this guy don't know what is Bia in Igbo. All thanks to my father, who did not leave any stone unturned when it comes to inculcating the culture of Igbo in us. My father cannot speak Hausa to you.
Even though he was fluent in Hausa, but wouldn't speak to you in the home.
He wasn't fluent in Hausa
okay.
because he wasn't born and raised there.
Yeah, but he could at least
he
could get by.
He will speak in Hausa, he cannot respond. But once he starts speaking from his accent, you will understand that he doesn't. But he doesn't speak Hausa to us, except there is a guest that doesn't understand Igbo.
All right, great.
And he can relate to you either in English or relate to you
in Hausa.
But the person that always speaks to us in Hausa is my mother.
All right. And your mom is Igbo too?
She's Igbo from Anambra State. Anam, to be precise.
Anam, okay.
Yes.
So your parents made sure you were in touch with both sides, your roots in Igbo land, and also allowed you to more like become dyed in the wool of where you were born.
No, they tried their best to see that I get the Igbo culture and the language. For the house,
and they succeeded.
They don't have to do anything. I live there.
Right,
I can sort myself out with that. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about you. You rightly said you were more into broadcasting and also doing some light-hearted things on radio before you went full-blown impersonating Buhari. I think that's like what most people associate you with. What now made you to switch to politics? Could also Buhari have been an influence? And do you see yourself as a Buharist?
Okay, so as at when back in Katsina, I was a classroom teacher.
Okay.
And so while teaching, I was supporting myself with events, compare, and all of that. I taught for like 7 to 8 years in school. And I gave myself time also. From this to this, I will stop teaching. That happened. When I started mimicking the late president, I also gave myself time. That, okay, in the next, say, 6 to 7 years, I will stop. The last time I did a program that has to do with mimicking the president was in 2023.
That was like 3 years ago.
2023. Yes. That was the last time. My last show, because I used to do show, I have been doing show in Transcorp Hilton, my annual event comedy show in 2022.
2022. That was the last one.
That was the last one. Why I said the last time I did mimic the late president was in 2023 was an event I was invited in Rivers State.
Okay.
By the then governor of Rivers State, now
Minister of the FCT. Minister Wike.
Yes. So that was the last one, and I said, okay, of course, what I was doing is revolving around government, is revolving around politics, and I have a lot of contacts politically. And so I said, okay, why not?
Okay.
Let us
make this real. Instead of making politicians and become a real politician.
Yes. Let us this time become the politician. Who knows? Might have somebody that will mimic me too.
Okay, so apparently you retired the character with the man, because Buhari himself also retired from politics apparently in 2023.
Yes.
Now, but you've gone into real life politics now. Tell us how your journey started.
Well, it's quite beautiful, because the level of experience is not a child's play. 2-3 months ago, we had an election here.
Yeah.
Where I contested for the office of executive chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council, and it wasn't funny. I did campaign for 1 complete year, from February 2025 to the day of the election. Okay, it was a full-fledged, political engagement with people, engaging people, going to communities, engaging leaders of communities, and it was not funny. History has it that there is no candidate in that election that campaigned the way I did. Yes. Because the thing is, if you check the demography of population in Amak, Igbos have the highest population.
Okay.
I blend with the Igbos, I blend with the Northerners, the indigenous, I blend with them too, So it was all around. But unfortunately, we are in an era where what you have is an appointment, an election.
You do not think the elections were proper elections, and maybe
it's not that I
maybe also
I
you knew.
Yes.
Okay, okay, but I think also to lay credence to what you did right here on this station. We were having a conversations around the Amak elections, and we talked about how there seemed to have been very little campaigning by candidates on all sides, and I found that I couldn't name any other contestants in the elections beyond the incumbent May Kalangu, who was returned, then the ADC candidate, Dr. Mo, and yourself. And I did mention that you were much more visible. I saw your roadworks. You had those pickups that were, and buses that were decorated in white and yellow with your image and all that. I said, this was the most visible campaign available. So why do you think the candidates didn't seem to be too very energized going out to? Is it because of what you saw as a selection process?
Abuja, the politics in Abuja is quite unique, different from other states. It's only in Abuja you see an individual belonging to about 5 political parties. The one that pays more is the one they stick to. It's unfortunate. The politics of integrity and principles is very, very low here in the FCT. And that is why so many of them come to contest, not because they want to win. No, but because they want to avail themselves the opportunity for serious candidates to engage them, maybe pay them off, whatever arrangement they deem fit to carry out. That is what they do. So that is why you see like 16 or 20 candidates contesting for a particular position. Some of them, the moment they were declared the candidates of that party, they go and sit down and wait for the highest bidder to come around. And in politics, when you hear so party has
endorsed
this person, step down, endorse this, it will definitely weaken your strongest opponent. Okay, so that is what usually happens in
But I used to think it was different, or has anything changed? Because we used to say that, okay, Abuja is not like those other like states where you had governors who were like putting their fingers in everything. The minister of the FCT typically is a member of the national executive. He doesn't really dive into the micro politics in the FCT. Do you think the dynamics changed recently to become what you said, or has it been, or that perception that the interference of a governor was missing in the FCT? Because like if you go to the states, you see a governor, state houses of assembly and all that, but in the FCT it's quite limited. There are 2 House of Rep seats, 1 Senate seat, no House of Assembly, no governor. But has that changed recently?
Okay, so it has changed totally. Why it has changed totally is because you have a minister of the FCT who is the immediate governor of
immediate
River
past
State.
governor. Okay.
Immediate past governor, of River State. And then he became a minister of FCT, not a minister of any ministry. FCT. I don't see FCT as a ministry.
Maybe you shouldn't be.
Okay, fine. So, and then he is in charge of whatever that happens in the FCT. I can tell you that the minister sees himself as the governor.
He's still in a governorship mode.
No, it's not that he is still. He feels he's a governor. Okay? And then whatever a governor does, he tries as much as possible to replicate that
in the FCT. You think that's wrong?
If you see the council, how they renovated it like a governor's chamber. That's how he renovated it to be. Okay? The same interview he used to grant while he was governor, called the entire media. That's the same thing he usually do here. So, if he cannot allow anybody win chairmanship position while he was governor, he will still do the same here. And that is exactly what he did. Made sure that first was he wanted to make it look like there's no opposition. Let the APC have a just free ride. That didn't happen, because if not, you have a candidate of the PDP. PDP is a political party. You have a candidate, and he told the candidate to step down.
The AMAC candidate.
The AMAC PDP candidate wrote to the INEC chairman that he has withdrawn his candidature from the race. Do you understand?
Yeah.
He has withdrawn his candidature from the race. And then he is no longer the candidate of the PDP. So
the PDP didn't have any candidate anymore.
Yes, in AMAC.
In AMAC.
I don't know of other area councils, but I also heard there are similar arrangements
in some other area
councils. So that is what the minister of FCT, the current minister of FCT, sees himself to be. He's a governor, and he will operate and act like a governor.
So where does INEC come into this? Because we also used to say that the FCT elections were a little bit more free and fair, because if you had gone to the states prior to now, even till now, the local government elections were more or less like coronation. The governor's list just goes right through. It's always the ruling party that clears them. But it hasn't been the case in the FCT. Even the last election before this one, it ended in a 50-50 split between the PDP and APC. So is it that INEC is not standing its ground and being independent enough to do the right thing, or you think the minister is overarching in his approach to the area council elections in the FCT?
Okay. The thing is, you might not be able to do that kind of coronation in the FCT. This is a city that has most of its residents are elites.
Okay.
So you cannot bulldozer them like you do in the States here. You have somebody that will go to the media, speak about you in a manner that you will never forget. So it cannot happen here. Coronation cannot happen here. So what they did, the style they brought was they declared curfew.
Okay.
A day before the election.
Yeah.
Why?
It restricted a lot of movement.
This election was one of the most peaceful. Okay, let me say the campaign of this election was one of the most peaceful.
It was mostly incident-free.
No one particular incident that happened of either clash or whatever it is. No, not one. So the question is, why the curfew? You need to see the level of military, police that were deployed, checkpoints everywhere. People were denied entrance or access to their polling units. A lot of people who have their polling units here in the city center, Wuse and the rest of them, don't live here.
True.
But they do business here.
Yeah.
Live in Maraba, they live in Karshi, Nyanya, and the rest of them. So it has been a tradition that on the day of election, what they do is they leave early in the morning.
Very early.
To come here and vote. But they were all blocked.
Could that have accounted for the reported low voter turnout?
Yes, it is. A lot of them were not able to make it to
their polling units.
Yes, they were blocked by military. When I was going around, I saw a particular roadblock that you can see nothing less than 100 to 150 vehicles parked. And the military denied them
movement.
Yes. So it was all planned, but, immediately after the election, they declared the result and what have you. My supporters came to me that should we head to the court? And I said, no, I don't want to waste my time. There is no point going to court to go and do what?
You do not believe you do not believe you could get justice from the judiciary?
I know I will not.
Okay.
I know I will not. You understand? I know I will not. So it's going to be a waste of what? Time. But one good thing is I still have hope that this country will get better. Regardless of what is happening in this country now, even in the judiciary, I know there are still good people. In the judges, I still know there are good people who also know that the things going on there are a lot of things going wrong and they are not happy about it. They don't care who is involved, but they will tell you their stand that this is not right. Whether you like it, you don't like it, even in public, when it comes to voting, they will vote, this is not right. Like them or hate them, that is what they do. You understand? But our prayers are with those group of people, those group of judges who still believe that justice must be given to those who deserve it. We are praying for them that God should protect them, God should guide them, God should increase people like them in the judicial system. Same with INEC too. There are good people there, good people who want the right thing to be done. Good people, when somebody is treated unjustly, they will stand for the person, except where their powers cannot go anymore. They have to back down. There are still good people in INEC. Good people. And we're also saying the same prayer to them as well. Yes.
All right. You ran that election, the AMAC election, under the SDP. And I was just wondering, the man you admired so much was one of the founders of the APC. He was their first presidential candidate and the first president from that platform. I was wondering why you didn't choose to join the APC too. I mean, it would have been easier, and also probably you would have had a coronation if you had run there. So why didn't you decide to be a part of the APC, or at least pursue your ambition from there?
At the time when I want to vie for that office, from my consultations, it was very clear that the party has decided where they are going.
Okay.
You can imagine a party reserving a ticket for a candidate, reserving a ticket for an aspirant who has not even joined the party yet. But preparations have been made already.
So like they were clairvoyant. They saw the future, knew he would come.
Who was in PDP.
Yeah.
It's not that they saw the future. There was an arrangement by the minister of the FCT. He made the arrangement because he supported him in 20 2022. He supported the incumbent.
Yeah.
So he negotiated with the ruling party that I want this guy to go back for a second term, but he's going to be in APC, and I want his ticket to be guaranteed. So arrangements have been made already.
A long time ago.
Long time before he even decamped to the party. These and many other things that happen in the party.
So a lack of internal party democracy.
Lack of internal party democracy, lack of justice, which was the pillars, one of the pillars the party was built upon. They were absent. So I said, okay, fine. I left. And then after leaving, a lot of people would think it's normal. Let me still return back to APC since the election is over and all of that. But I sat down, I thought it through several times. My conscience couldn't let me go back. Why my conscience couldn't let me is virtually everything is wrong. And also as a young man, I was scared. Because one day history will call me.
You have a future.
Yes. History will call me. You did this. I supported this government, the current president in 2023.
Okay.
Gave him my all. Nobody gave me money. Nobody paid me anything. I was using my resources. All my logistics, virtually, I won't say all, but 85% of the logistics during that campaign, I carried it out myself. I didn't ask anybody for kobo. One of my vehicle even got accident during that campaign. Yeah. So I did all that because there's a conviction I had that he was going to do well.
So what's your assessment now?
No.
Is it because probably the government did not reward you?
So rewarding me is one thing, not also meeting up to the needs and the promises
The expectations
that were made during the campaign is another thing. Okay? A lot of people will say if they have given you a minister or given you one appointment and this and that, you would have stayed, you will not leave. I have a lot of my colleagues who were given appointment. If I give them 1 million naira, they are jumping off. They are appointed. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are appointed. There are a lot of ministers in this government. If you give them 5 million, they will escort you to your car. Yes. They will escort you to your car, thanking you from their office. You gave them 5 million.
So some rewards are not really rewards.
There are a lot of ministers that the debt on them now that they do not pay. You will be shocked when the numbers are, declared. Huge sums of money. What is happening?
So you had nothing to lose.
I have not that I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to regret. That's the word. I have nothing to regret. Because the people there too are suffering. The style is very simple. I read through an article where a former president of Russia called his cabinet. When he called his cabinet, he asked one of his security to bring a live chicken.
Okay, that's Joseph Stalin, yeah.
Joseph Stalin.
Yeah.
A live chicken. He directed the security guy to remove every feather on that chicken. As he was removing the feather, the chicken was shouting.
A very painful thing.
Very painful. After everything, the chicken was still alive, bleeding. And then he brought some grains. The chicken came where that grain was and started picking those grains. He shifted back, the chicken followed. He said, that is how you treat human beings.
Wow.
That is his perception of leadership. And that is what is happening in this country. Make them hungry. When you need them, give them little, they will come.
Weaponizing poverty.
Exactly.
And hunger.
Exactly. One, because I see no reason why until 2026, we are still talking about 2024 budget. Who does that? Who does that? You have contractors that were awarded contracts since 2024. Until this time, they are not paid. Some of these contractors collected loan from banks. And the interest is piling up by the day. And they are not paid. I have a report of some people who died because of this. Bank will call them, threaten them, their houses, they are this, they are that. How do you explain it? Why? Because they know contractors used to support some politicians.
So it's like serve them of funds.
If they are paid and they are well-to-do, there's problem. The only contractors that are paid are people who are trusted allies of the government. They are the ones that are paid. Those that are not trusted or are not friends of the government are not paid. And that is why you see them protesting every day in front of Ministry of Finance.
Finance, yeah. And sometimes at the National Assembly.
So, for heaven's sake, how do you expect me to come back to such party to market the individual? I struggled with my conscience. I had wanted to go, to be honest. In fact, I have started making arrangements to move to APC. But I was struggling with my conscience. I have a car that during Buhari's era, I used to fill up the tank with about 34,000 or 33,000 something. So I speak to you today, that same vehicle, if I go to the fuel station, I want to fill it up, I will spend nothing less than 120 something thousand.
Wow. That's more like times 3 of
there's this drug
the cost
they use in treating colic. Babies, children, newborn babies. I used to buy that drug as at that time 4,000, 5,000, maybe 6,000 or thereabout. Do you know how much it is today? 40 something thousand.
Wow.
I have to buy it for my child. It's because I have the money. I have the means. Now go back to rural areas where the child needs that particular drug. A baby needs that particular drug to be alive. I'm sorry to tell you, that baby will have to die. Because they cannot
we pray for divine intervention.
Maybe. You are being spiritual now. But to apply what is there, if the parents cannot afford that drug, it's over. Wow. That is the kind of country we find ourselves. You have series of kidnapping, insecurity, and all of that. I understand there's insecurity, even during Buhari's government, because a lot of them will say you supported Buhari's government. Yes, with my full chest, I did. But it wasn't like this. The economy was quite friendly. Was it the same with Goodluck Jonathan? No, but it was fair. Let's say maybe during Buhari's time, things doubled.
Yeah.
Like let's say 50% of what was in Jonathan. Okay, I agree. But this time around, we are talking about 200%.
Astronomical rises.
Yes. So how do you go about marketing such government? What will you tell the people you want them to vote for the government? What will you tell them? You tell them of Coastal Road. How many people, how many Nigerians feed from Coastal Road? What will you tell them? You tell them about subsidy removal. If the subsidy was removed, okay, fine. You said it's a good thing. All of us support it since some people are looting the country dry through subsidy. Fine, you removed it. Can we see the effect? We are not seeing the effect. If you say you are seeing the effect, why are you borrowing? The point of removing subsidy is so that the revenue will go up. So what is happening? Is there no money coming from the removal of subsidy? Fine. Electricity tariffs were all up. Why are we not having light? Why is there no electricity? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are some of the factors I look at. You have insecurity in the country rising by the day. But the budget of a particular road is higher than the entire security architecture of the country. How do you market such government? Who will you talk to? What will you tell them? You will look stupid. If you don't look stupid, you will look selfish. Very selfish. That is how you look. I'm not against the president. I don't have anything against him personally, but the way things are run in this country is wrong. And if to turn these things around is to bring change of government, so be it.
Talking about change of government, you've now switched your loyalties to the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC. So what informed your decision to move not just yourself but your supporters to the NDC?
So NDC aligns with my political principles. What is that political principle? Justice. And where that justice started from is from the leader of the party.
Leader of the NDC.
The leader of the NDC, His Excellency Senator
Henry
Siraki Dixon.
CON.
This is one man that will tell you A. If you like, come back in the next 10 years. He will tell you, what did we agree before? You will say it's A, but it's like, I want B. You say, no, we agreed on A. And that A must what? Remain. Except otherwise. And that otherwise will not come from him. It will come from you. This is how it should be. If I give you my word, I should keep to it. And then you have influx into the party, people coming in. Do you know that these people coming in, he will still tell them, I have this arrangement, I made this promise, and I cannot go back on my promise. What else do you need from a leader? If not keeping to his word, no matter what. These are some of the things that brought me to NDC. Now, during my AMAC election, NDC has no candidate.
Yeah. It was still in the formative stages then.
He called me. He said, I have seen your effort. I see how your campaign is one of the most vibrant campaigns.
If not the only vibrant one.
Yes.
This is me saying.
He said, I'm so proud of what you are doing as a young man. I will support you. He supported me. So what do you expect? And when he was supporting me, he didn't tell me you must join my party after the election. He didn't tell me that. We didn't have that conversation with him. But when I now finished, I struggled with the decision with APC and now looked around and all of that. I joined NDC. Now, joining NDC, as at the time I joined NDC, there are no this.
I was going to say that because I was going to say it's like you had some divine inspiration to join the NDC because after you did, maybe about a week or two later, the recent influx happened. And I was going to ask you, like, are you surprised or are you happy with the current influx in the NDC? And how do you think this current influx is going to affect the fortunes of the party and even yourself as an individual?
I don't call it inspiration.
Okay.
I will call it destiny. Because I would have gone to APC.
True.
Okay. And another choice would have been ADC was there and is the one booming. So why didn't you go to ADC? But as a politician, I will have to calculate.
Yeah.
Weigh my options and all of that. Then I chose NDC. Why I chose NDC is whatever be, will be.
Because I think the ideological connection was there when you had that meeting of minds with Senator Dixon back when you were conspired. So it was like, this is the kind of philosophy that you aspired to, and now it's happening. So where do you see the NDC in the scheme of things now? A lot has changed since you joined. The general elections are less than a year away from now. How do you see the NDC? What do you think what are the fortunes and the prospects ahead of the party?
Well, as it stands now, NDC happens to be the second biggest party in Nigeria. A party that was, launched less than 3 months ago.
Yeah, that was 5th of March. Yeah,
exactly. Launched. Okay? So now, after being launched, and then today is second biggest.
Yeah, I think it has about 20 or so federal legislators.
Yes.
And other people are coming in.
And the rest of them.
Yeah, about 2 senators.
I am so happy that the influx came, because what makes party, the people makes a party. If there are no people in a political party, then it's not a political party. Okay? So the influx is a good thing. People should come in. That's what we've been praying for. We want the party to be big. Okay? We want the party to be big. And that is what is happening today. We are much excited that it is happening this time.
So how do you see the party's fortunes? Do you think with the coming of Peter Obi and Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso that the ADC has a good shot, and NDC has a good shot at the presidency come next year?
It has a very good shot. Why does it have a very good shot? Because even though it's not yet official that they are the flag bearers of the party, but I can assure you that that combination is a strategic combination and is also a winning combination. It's a combination that will balance leadership in the country. And I feel for the people of Kano, this is one of the biggest opportunity that came their way. I'm not sure if there's any president that came from Kano before. Even though Kano happens to be one of the headquarters of politics,
centers of political power. Yeah, Nigeria. Even in Nigeria, generally speaking, yes.
So I don't think there's a president that came from that state. Also, I'm not sure if any vice president came from that state. This is their time. This is their time to grab that opportunity and support their son, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Yes.
All right. We've been talking, and we had a slight delay in starting, but I don't know if we could get one call. That would also be an icing on the cake. But if not, we'll just round it off. 0911 222 1055 0911 112 1055 0704 800 1055. You can drop a quick line for us or give us a voice call just to chip in something, a question, any reaction, contribution, but we're almost out of time. But as we're doing that, tell us, so what's the future for you? What AMAC contest is behind you. You're now in the NDC. What should we expect from you in the NDC?
Well, in the NDC, I've decided to run for the House of Reps.
Okay. In the FCT?
Yes, AMAC Buhari Federal Constituency. Yes. That is what I intend to run for.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, Dr. Obinna Simon, thank you so much. It's been quite illuminating listening to you. Yes. You've actually spoken to the issues, and we wish the NDC all the very best, and hopefully in the days ahead we would have more conversations with you. But thank you so much for turning up today to give us your take on issues. Any last lines you have, we can listen to you.
Well, all I will say is that I encourage Nigerians to register with the NDC. I encourage Nigerians to support NDC. I encourage Nigerians to promote the NDC. this is a time we find ourselves where it has become eminent that things must change. Nigeria must, experience a change it deserves. People are going through a lot. For so many people who say stuff, they don't go to the rural areas to see what people are passing through. You might ask me that is it the first time that people suffer and all of that? Yes, it's not the first time, but this is worse.
All right.
That is it.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Obinna Simon, for coming. Hope to see you again very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
And that's where we wrap it up on the show today. Of course, it's State of the Nation. We had Dr. Obinna Simon, a chieftain of the NDC. He's much more popularly known as MC Tagwaye. All right, we'll see you again next week with even more on the State of the Nation. Up next is the news at noon. My name is Maddox. Make sure you have a brilliant day and do your best to make Nigeria a better place. Good morning.